down memory lane. For many of us, this is what our childhood looked like. It involved constantly being active and dreading our parents calling us in for dinner. Now let's look at what it looks like a little today. You notice the difference? That constant activity is consumed by new technology, which is why it only makes sense for such a dramatic increase in childhood obesity. Lastly, let's look at what it will be. The Urban Air After School program we'll be presenting to you today will allow kids to be active in a fun and innovative facility, as well as help aid the fight against childhood obesity in the Dallas area. My name's Allie.
Harry.
I'm Mercedes.
I'm Curtis. I'm Abdul.
I'm Katrina.
I'm Maria. And we are the Urban Air Project Management Team. Project Development Team. Okay, so Urban Air Adventure Park is an adventure park founded in South Lake, Texas, with now over 150 locations, both in North America and Europe. Originally established as a trampoline park, in 2016 we rebranded ourselves as an adventure park by adding in attractions in addition to our trampoline, such as the Ninja Warrior course, battle beams, rock climbing, and indoor sky coaster, just to name a few. So the program we implemented in fall 2019 is similarly structured to other after-school programs you may have heard of before, such as the Boys and Girls Club. However, our uniqueness is that we're more than just an elementary school gym, but a facility that I'm sure many of us in this room would have dreamed to have around when we were in grade school ourselves. So no matter what attraction these kids are utilizing, it's almost 100% guaranteed they're going to be working up a sweat. In fact, Shape Magazine awarded us Best Gym for Kids in America due to our unique approach to working out, as well as effective results. In fact, according to Women's Health, you can burn over 1,000 calories in just 1 hour alone, meaning this is a very fun and effective way for kids to be active in a safe and structured environment at absolutely no cost. Absolutely no cost. So now you might be wondering, well, why Dallas? Dallas is home to 16 urban airs with over 5 locations on its way, meaning it's home to our corporate headquarters, making this the ideal location to start up such an impactful program. In addition, Dallas locations have in the past been the guinea pigs for many other special events and projects, meaning that we are fully equipped with the right amount of resources and capabilities to successfully implement such an impactful program. So as phase 1 of our initiative, we did choose George Herbert Walker Bush Elementary School because according to ZIP data, it is a Title I school. Now a Title I school basically means that it receives some sort of government funding and it has a very high concentration of low-income students. In addition, it is in very close proximity to our urban air location off Preston Road, which will be the facility that we'll be utilizing for this project. Now let's jump to Harry with facts on childhood obesity.
Thank you, Allie. So the problem we're going to be trying to fight against is childhood obesity. And according to the CDC, the percentage of children and adolescents affected by obesity has more than tripled since the 1970s. And you can see that from this chart here in the mid-70s at 5.5%, and then ballooned up to 16.9% in 2011-2012. Furthermore, that same study showed that 1 in every 5 school-age children in the U.S. are obese. So you can see that this is a growing problem that is trending in the wrong direction. One of our main goals with this project is to get these kids active and living a healthy lifestyle at a young age. We believe that teaching these kids to prioritize health and fitness early on in life is critical. In fact, there was a study done by the National Institute of Health that showed obesity in childhood was associated with a higher likelihood of obesity in adulthood. The data from that study suggests that if an individual is obese or overweight as a child, then there's a 70% chance that they will remain obese or overweight as an adult. And this association between childhood and adult obesity brings with it so many medical risks, some like hyperlipidemia, diabetes, kidney disease, hypertension, and that's just to name like very few. So clearly this is not just a fight against obesity, but also a fight against the medical conditions associated with it. Lastly, I want to talk about some influences that may indicate a greater likelihood of childhood obesity. Some people may include influences like metabolism, genetics, physical activity behavior, eating habits, sleep duration. But one factor that does not get mentioned often is socioeconomic status and how that can have an impact on obesity. There was a study done by the U.S. National Library of Medicine that showed a very strong correlation between low-income households and childhood obesity. the study revealed that there was a 10% increase in obesity prevalence for children throughout all of the United States, which doesn't seem like that daunting of a number, but when you compare that to a 23 to 33% increase for children that are coming from a low income, low education, high unemployment community, then that seems like more cause for concern. So let's jump to Mercedes. She's going to talk about how we plan on solving this issue and more about the program itself.
Thank you, Harry. So according to After School Alliance, nearly 10.2 million children are currently enrolled in an after-school program. However, the same study shows that nearly just as many low-income children are waiting to be enrolled in an after-school program. Because of this, Urban Air would like to introduce our Jump Into Fitness after-school program. This program will run Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. We will target kids in the 3rd through 5th grade. Our kids will be transported from their location to our Preston location. There they will have access to our entire facility and they will receive healthy snacks and water. Once a month, we will have a nutritionist come in and teach our children about living healthy lifestyles. To further our impact on low-income families, we decided to partner with a Title I school. We chose Bush Elementary because of its Title I status and its proximity to our Preston location. Now let's jump to Curtis to our timeline.
Alright, so here's the timeline of events for our after-school program. Starting in July, we will launch the program on the Bush Elementary School website, and we will also begin online registration. In August, we will begin with, according to the school's official website, we will begin at the Mayor's annual back-to-school fair, where we will be passing out flyers to teachers and to students and parents, and we will be giving them additional information about the program. We will also have in-person sign-up at the Meet the Teacher event and an informational booth to raise awareness. September 2nd is when we plan to start the program, after Labor Day and after the first day of school, to give everyone time to settle in. And additionally in September, we will be bringing by a nutritionist the last Friday of the month, and we will continue to do this every last Friday of the month for the 8-month program. In December, it'll be towards the end of our first semester, and we will begin sending home surveys with students and their parents, and we will provide a coupon to come back to enjoy the park one more time over the holiday break as an incentive to complete this. With this feedback, we will be able to better our program for semesters to come. January 2020, the second semester will begin, and we will begin bettering our program based off the feedback we receive from these surveys, and we will also reopen registration to the kids and allow them to come back into the program. Now let's jump to our bill for staffing.
Thank you, Curtis. So in regards to staffing, it will primarily consist of Urban Air employees. Before any of our Urban Air employees actually get to the floor and work in their respective roles, they go through an extensive training program that's tailored and designed to give them a general understanding of the day-to-day operations of Urban Air facilities, as well as the roles and responsibilities expected of them in their specific role and how to execute them efficiently. To start off, we'll have 2 front desk and concession staff that will greet and check in the students upon arrival and put wristbands on their wrists once they've been checked out, as well as hand out our healthy concession stacks throughout the event. Next, we'll have up to 10 court monitors throughout the event to monitor the students participating in any activities at the facility to ensure everybody is having a safe, fun, and enjoyable time. Now, the reason I say up to is because at Urban Air, we do have a ratio requirement of 1 court monitor for every 30 students. So the number 10 is with the expectancy of all 300 students from the ages grades 3 to 5 registering for the event. But if that number does not align with the number of students actually registered, the amount of court monitors required may differ a bit. Next, we'll have a manager on the floor throughout the entire event to supervise the event, make sure everything goes smoothly, as well as handle any kind of escalation issues that may arise. Now, as far as external staffing requirements, we will have a licensed nutritionist come and give our general presentation about health and fitness to our students at the event, kind of give them recommendations and small suggestions that can be a minor change in their lifestyle or eating habits, but can make a huge difference in their overall fitness going forward. Now, to be a licensed nutritionist in the state of Texas, you are required to have a bachelor's degree in a medical-related field, as well as taking a state exam to get licensed by the state of Texas, and then continue on to take continuing education courses throughout your professional career. Last but not least, we will have up to 5 bus drivers from the Dallas ISD School District, which are required to also have a CDL license and a clean driving record. The bus drivers will transport the students from Bush Elementary School to our Urban Ale facility to start off the event. And again, that number varies just depending on the number of students that are going to register for the event. Next, we'll go ahead and jump over to Katrina, who's going to discuss our budget for this proposal.
So this will be the breakdown of our budget. It's basically how much it will be per staff and per unit. As previously mentioned by Abdul, we have 10 court monitors, 2 front desk people, 1 manager, and then we'll also provide snacks for the children, which will include 1 water and 1 tool cup. Now we'll have 1 nutritionist come every month, and then according to transportation services of Dallas ISD, for 5 buses, it will be $50 per bus per day. And then we'll have 5 bus drivers. So for that, it will total to $135,840. We're asking the Dallas Chamber of Commerce for half of that, which is $67,920. Now we'll jump to Maria to recap for us.
Thank you, Katrina. So, like we mentioned before, the main purpose of our program, after-school program, is to raise awareness, prevent, and fight obesity. We will be using urban air as our ideal location to launch our program in Bush Elementary School to start off with our project. This program will be open for children or students who are from 3rd to 5th grade. Our registrations will be open in July, will begin in July. Our program will start September 2nd, and it will go all the way through the last week of the semester in December. Our objective here is to develop and incorporate healthy lifestyles in a fun way. Okay, and then our program will be open, our operation days will be from Monday through Friday, giving our children 2 hours of health education and fun. And our team will consist of professionals, including a nutritionist, a manager, court monitors, front desk, and bus drivers. The budget that we have created will cover all of the expenses and costs, including our staff. We are asked to make this program possible. We are asking you, the Dallas Chamber, only for half of our budget, which is $67,920. We strongly believe that this program will be successful, and in the near future, it will become of the interest of other elementary schools. And now I'm going to pass it down to Howard.
Now, Dallas Chamber of Commerce, I got one question for you. Are you ready to jump on board and get these kids jumping into fitness? At this time right now, we'll be asking, open the floor for any questions.